Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, depending on where you're watching us from. And welcome back to another video from Jeepers here in Dubai. So usually we're used to showing you guys, if you've been on our page, if you've been following us, you've seen our different builds. And usually the builds we show you are more massive build, very heavily modified, kind of like more on the monster side of builds, let's say. Right? However, today we're going to show you a build that's a little bit more on the average side, a normal build. So it's not excessively modified. It's something that most people end up going for or starting with because they're actually unsure of what they want to do, depending on whether it's budget or how much they're actually going to enjoy it. A lot of people come in saying, no, that build is too much for me. They start off with a build like this and end up going crazy later on. So today we're going to show you more of a simplified build that's amazing to have for on-road usage and off-road usage. Like a little oomph on the Jeep. Okay, so today we have a 2024 Sport model. So Sport is the basic model out of all three models. You've got Sport, Sahara and Rubicon, and then you've got the 392 edition, which is a special edition of the Rubicon. We'll talk about that in a different video if you'd like us to. So with the Sport model, everything's a bit more basic. What we've done over here on this build is we've installed a 3.5-inch lift kit from the brand Terraflex. So the shocks, the springs and so on, it comes as a full kit. We've paired it along with 35-inch tires and 20-inch rims. Obviously, if you watch our videos, you can realize that we prefer the 20-inch rims over the 17 due to many different factors. The width of the rim itself, the offset of the rim, where how much it pushes the tire out of the body of the vehicle. Aesthetically, it looks so much better as well. And yes, you can off-road amazingly well with a 20-inch rim. Now, is 20-inch rim, when I say off-road, we're used to off-roading in the desert, so sand dunes, right? So just link that to this piece of information, because off-roading can be like on any different type of trail. We don't do much of rock rolling here. Now, if you are doing rock rolling, 20 inch is not the advised size, stick to the 17-inch. The smaller the rim, the more rubber you have, is better for rock rolling, mountains, rocks, and so on. But in the sand, we're a lot more flexible, so we can have the aesthetics and the performance both at the same time. So lift, wheels, tires, all have been done up here. Now, what we've also done is the Sport comes with an original plastic front bumper. We've changed it to the Rubicon metal front bumper. Now this is an aftermarket metal front bumper. Looks exactly like the Rubicon, has the upper hooks as the original does. But what's also nice is that it comes with the lower hooks. Now the lower hooks are stronger than the upper hooks because the lower hooks are actually attached to the chassis. So you can pull without worrying about it bending, whereas this can bend quite easily over time, not necessarily from the first or second time, but it can. Whereas this is much stronger to recover with if you're stuck. So we've got the metal front bumper. It does have two plastic, well, technically three plastic pieces. That makes it more legal, especially here for the RTA. So which is the passing of the vehicle when you want to register or renew or whatever. And then we've got the plate number brackets attached here. Now, depending if you're going to install a winch or not, if you're going to install a winch, we use this plate number bracket over here, so you can fold it up and down to pull out the rope. So you've got the plate number, oh, we need to recover. Lift it up, pull the rope, finish what you need to do, put it back in, and then put the plate number back in place. Now, I think not all countries do front plate numbers, but we do them here. So you definitely need to install a front plate number on the front bumper. So you do have this, especially if you install a winch, you have to have the bracket. If you don't have a winch, then you don't need this bracket. You can install the plate number straight directly on the front bumper. Now, since it's a 2024 model, it comes with the new grille, which I hated in the beginning, but I am used to it now and I really love it. I think it looks really good, especially with the signature lines that we usually do. Now, we haven't done it on this vehicle, not yet, but we usually have the Jeepers signature lines. So with the new grille, it has this similar feature as the old Rubicons, where it's more 3D rather than a flat grille material, which is nice. Right, what we've also done, again, we haven't overloaded the vehicle. We've done very simple, very generic, average modifications. The Sport comes with fabric seats on the inside, fabric interior. So it's cloth seats, which we try to avoid as much as possible due to several reasons. Now, a lot of people think that, oh, it's too hot. No, leather is going to heat up and burn me, but it depends on the quality of leather you use. Now, that's one. It's different to what the original leather comes as, so we're quite proud of the leather we use. And secondly, if you come closer, you'll see that we perforate the leather in the center from the back of it all the way to the bottom. So it does not keep the heat inside, it actually breathes. And what we do with our leather is we call it the diamond stitching. So it feels a lot more comfortable because it's padded in a way, right? So you can choose the color of the leather, the color of the stitching you want to go for. We do the front seats, the back seats, the center console, and the door panels as well. So you get a complete interior leather seating done. Now, we've added one more thing on the Jeep because, like, you know when you turn on the car, you want to hear the vehicle? We installed the exhaust. So it's a dual exhaust system. We do manufacture them here, under our brand. So it's a Jeepers Edition Chrome dual exhaust. It is currently approved by the RTA. So if you live in the country, it kind of matters because then you don't have to actually remove it during the passing. So dual, it's not too loud and it's not too low. So you get that nice sound to it. Like when you turn on the car, you hear it. And I think that's so important on a vehicle. When you rev, you hear it. So depends on you as a person, but it's available. We do have them in different versions as well, but that is my favorite one. But yeah, we haven't really done more. This is what we've done on this vehicle. Again, like I said, let me know how you feel. Is it too much or is it too little or is it the perfect in between? What would you add or change on this car? We'd love to hear it in the comments. And do you prefer such a build? So obviously we've removed the hardtop from here, so usually it's covered, but it looks so much nicer when the hardtop is off, especially during the good season. So good season depends on where you live, right? Over here it's during the winter because our winter isn't harsh with the coldness. It doesn't rain so much, so we have a very good minimum of 6 months with really good weather where we can take the top off and enjoy it. But yeah, this is my height next to the car. I know someone asked about my height in a different video, I think the lighting video that we had. So it's not too high, it's not too low. I would, if you were to ask me, I would install electric side steps. I think that's one of the modifications every Jeep should have, especially when raised. If it's not raised, if it's stock, I mean, what are you doing with your life really? But electric side steps, you open the door, comes down, easier in and out. But because the car is not too high, so if it was a 4.5 inch, you should, no brainer, electric side steps. But because it's not a 4.5, it's a 3.5 inch lift, you can get away with the original stock side steps. But I would prefer to install them. Anywho, let us know what you think. Let us know what you change or do. Let us know if you want to see more similar builds, so we actually do more. Change the bonnet, steering wheel and stuff like that. I'm sure you've seen them in our other videos. Or if it excites you more to see the fuller, more extensive builds, let me know. We can do a mix of match of both. But if majority of you say, no, we don't want to see builds like this, or we want to see more builds like that, we'll sway our videos according to that. But thank you so much for watching. It's really good to see all of you join back in the comments. It's nice to see the excitement and everyone asking about our videos. So as usual, let me know where you're watching us from. We want to know what country you're watching from or city. And hi to everyone, and hope to see you in our future videos. But for now, it's not a Jeep if it's not a Jeepers Edition. We'll see you in the next video.